Our next report is from Thiruvananthapuram, the General Hospital in Thiruvananthapuram, which is facing a massive crisis due to the rising number of cases. The health infrastructure has been burdened. Ashwin is getting us this ground report.
I'm at the General Hospital in Thiruvananthapuram, where large number of people have assembled over here to get themselves tested for COVID. And this is the place where they wait for token, after which the testing is be done. And most of the people have indications which show that they are COVID positive, from fever to many other things. They're all showing indications. So they've come here to test. And you can see many of them are actually here. For instance, this boy has fever and he has come here to test. And at the General Hospital, it's quite crowded, and the health system is completely strained over here because it takes quite a lot of time to first get them the token, and then after which get them tested, and if they're based on the condition, moving them to different COVID frontline treatment centers, or if it is little more adverse, take them to the second line treatment centers. All these decisions have to be made right here, and this decision with the current health system, it takes time, and that is where the concern is. That is where the system is. All these health workers are completely overworking. They're overstrained. They're all working extra hours to give all the service required for the people. But the number is just too much for them to handle. It is, as you can see, there are people crowded over here to get tested, and these health workers are all here working round the clock. They have not rested. They have told me they have not rested. They're working round the clock to get the service, whatever they can do for the best for the people. And most of the people over here, I am actually in the middle of a zone where a lot of people around me are COVID positive. Now that is a worrying factor, because the very place where people are coming to be tested has large number of COVID patients. And as you can see, there are women, there are young people, as well as old men, old senior citizens, all waiting here to get tested. So let's speak to a few people. Paninda. Paninda. എന്താ വേറെന്താ ഇൻഡിക്കേഷൻ എന്താ?
ചുമയുണ്ട്, ശ്വാസം മുട്ടലുണ്ട്.
നിങ്ങൾ ടെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തോ? അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ് റിസൾട്ടിന്? So he has got fever, he is coughing, is waiting for his test result. Now there are many people, all these people are like him, they are waiting, like many of them have been tested. Now over here, these people are then transported into these ambulances. Ambulance. ഇപ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാർ കൂടിയോ?
ആൾക്കാർ കൂടി.
അപ്പോൾ ഇവർ
താമസം എടുക്കുമായിരുന്നു. ആംബുലൻസ് കൊണ്ടുവരുമ്പോൾ ഇറക്കാൻ താമസം. ഇപ്പം പിന്നെ പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇറക്കുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ആൾ കൂടുതലാണ്.
നിങ്ങൾ എത്ര നേരം ഒരു ദിവസം വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്?
നമ്മൾ ഫുൾ ടൈം പറയും, 24 മണിക്കൂറും പറഞ്ഞാണ്, ഉറക്കമൊന്നുമില്ല. ഉണ്ണി.
So Uni is one of the ambulance driver. He's saying that he has been working for more than എത്ര മണിക്കൂർ വരെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്?
രണ്ട് ഷിഫ്റ്റാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ രാവിലെ തൊട്ട് വൈകുന്നേരം.
It's working overtime, and what he's saying that the number of people has increased. അല്ലേ, ആൾക്കാർ കൂടി. Okay. And so once these people are positive, they are taken into these ambulances. The whole process is taking time. It takes a lot of hours, and that is where the concern is. It is not a swift process, and there is a lot of people waiting. As I said before, I am right now in the middle of the place where around me there are multiple people who have been detected positive with COVID. But despite being detected with COVID, to take them to the nearest or the allotted COVID frontline treatment center takes time, because first ambulance has to come, second all the facilities where they have to be allotted, all these decisions have to be done very fast. there is a delay on it. We cannot blame the health system because there are just too many people like this. There are so many places, and all this allotment is taking time. That is what the ground report is. And the reality is that you can see many of them are not even maintaining social distance. I have personally come across so many people who have tested COVID positive. Still, they're not wearing a double mask. They're not wearing a proper mask. And they're interacting freely with their own acquaintances and relatives, and so all these things are a big matter of concern, and the final impact of it they have to bear is the other health workers who have been working here constantly. You can see that many of them waiting with the PPE kit, waiting for a long hours, and this is the reality. And experts are saying that those who have minor symptoms avoid coming to these centers to get tested. Instead, wait and get into self-isolation. And if your condition gets worsened, then only get into a place. Because as you can see right now, the health system is fully strained. And there's too much waiting period. There are COVID positive people right here. And all these can cause a big increase in the numbers from the very place where people come here to save themselves from COVID-19 pandemic. With video journalist Mani S. from Thiruvananthapuram, Ashwin Nandakumar for Republic TV.